of course, this comes just off the battle that we saw yesterday when we were live in Niigata. Daiki Nagai and Masatora Yasuda going to what we will consider to be the 17th time limit draw between the two. We will have one more match in this series as Masatora Yasuda has a very aggressive into this matchup, and wow, takes out Daiki Nagai right from the offset. It will be those two going head-to-head in singles competition. Coming up, Young Lion Exhibition, November 1st. And that'll be just 24 hours time. And if this is anything for Yasuda and Nagai, you can consider this a bit of a preview tag team matchup. It's been 17 straight time limit draws between these two in singles competition. And of course, both men in this Noge Dojo class want to be able to prove themselves to be the stronger of the two. Here we go, cover here, and it is top guy, Daiki Nagai, top guy down, and it is only two. One more time, going to be seeking out the pinning attempt here. And look at this, maintains control of that left wrist. Hammerlock from behind as Yasuda immediately makes his way to the bottom rope. This is something that we saw utilized a lot in that singles match just yesterday between Nagai and Yasuda. And of course, it wasn't enough to will the victory. 17 straight time limit draws at a 10-minute time limit. And a lot of people saying as Murashima makes his way into the fray tonight, if Nagai and Yasuda could potentially be given 11 minutes outside of the traditional 10 we've been seeing, well, we very well would know who the better of the two men are. However, that's not how things are working around here, at least not for the time being, as trying to stop the extension here and immediately feeling it pulled back right to that bottom rope goes Yasuda one more time. And of course, it is Masatora Yasuda that does have professional wrestling or being invited here to New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's really his first one being invited as what you could consider a first choice pick. Dragon Dia originally competing in Best of the Super Junior this year because of an injury to Ryusuke Taguchi, filling in the spot that Taguchi left vacant. And Dia impressed so much that, well, the powers that be believed, hey, you have to have this man back for Super Junior Tag League. No one better for Dragon Dia to team alongside than Taguchi in this one. And while it has put 4 points on the board, well, look at this. It has led to Dragon Dia and Ryusuke Taguchi being mathematically eliminated from this tournament. As Dragon Dia, oh, meeting right in the middle here. Now, Dragon Dia, your current reigning Dragon Gate, Open the Brave Gate champion. As the tag made, it goes to Tiger Mask here. Takes it Ryusuke Taguchi. And Taguchi has faced off against Tiger Mask many, many times in the past for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight and Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. But neither of these two men, despite their illustrious careers in many ways, have won Super Junior Tag League in their careers. In 2024, the more things change, the more things stay the same. I think it's so important to highlight the job done for Ryusuke Taguchi and Dragon Dia. Managing to halt what would have been a complete clean sweep of Block A by Joel Maloney and Clark Connors, former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag. Oh no, and we're already getting started here tonight. Oh my, it is House of Torture as the bell sounds that bust out the handcuffs, and Yujiro Takahashi busts out of whatever jail cell he was being held in on the evening to put the hurt in on Los Ingobernables de Japón, and by Lord have mercy, LIJ were put through the ringer. House of Torture walked away 6 points on the board. LIJ effectively eliminated yesterday in our tournament action. And to know that these are the depths that House of Torture are willing to stoop to, and yes, we've known all along that this is the case, but to see it play out in real time, well, that's going to put a little bit of a fear inside every other member of Block A, and potentially even those on the opposite side, should House of Torture stand atop Block A in the very end, find themselves in the final at Super Junior Tag League, which, keep in mind, they did last year. And although being bested by Catch 2-2, it was, of course, House of Torture that stood atop throughout the rest of the year. And all throughout 2024, just the same, as Kanemaru is going to keep the attention here right on Kosei Fujita, that formerly injured left shoulder, and we can say formerly injured all we want. Those are by the words of the Japanese young punk, a man who is never going to admit whenever he's feeling that pain, but you will see it based on how taped that shoulder is. And right now, you can see it in spades, even that scoop slam. All the pressure being dropped on that left side of Kosei Fujita. And this, of course, is going to be something that will put a lot of pressure on the mentality of Kosei Fujita going into not only a potential power struggle appearance, not only a potential Super. And yes, while Jake Lee's debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling notwithstanding, Drilla Maloney does hold that singles victory over Tetsuya Naito. And not to mention that, but Drilla Maloney's current loss to Yota Tsuji, or recent that other, at Royal Quest 4. Might put Maloney as a forefront target toward Los Ingobernables de Japón here tonight. As the attack starts early here on the side of the War Dogs, referee Kenta Sato is going to want to get this one started real quick. And the bell sounds. We are officially underway here tonight. And this is a preview of what's to come. And yes, we are going to see dastardly tactics. Yes, we are going to see things that border on the variety of heinous from Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney, but not in the way we saw just yesterday from House of Torture. There's not going to be any handcuffs that you can imagine. It's not going to be the removal of the turnbuckle pad. It's pure raw aggression that makes Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney the killers that they have been in the junior tag team division. As it is Drilla Maloney that is sent down swiftly by Bushi here tonight. You have to wonder how Bushi, Hiromu, and Tetsuya Naito are feeling following that battle with House of Torture, knowing that they were handcuffed to ringside for, well, a majority of that time. And, well, Drilla Maloney almost damn near used a child to assault Tetsuya Naito here. Talk about that child may be ingobernable. You know, folks, Sandokan Jr. had to fight all throughout World Tag League last year just to try and Czar Osaka faithful that he has faced time and time again from last year's power struggle to new beginning in Osaka earlier on in the year as well. There is potential that, well, Shota Umino could crumble underneath that pressure. And a lot of people want to hope that Shota Umino doesn't have a bad bone in his entire body, but the reality is, well, Shota Umino human just like the rest of us. And as much as that man wanted to proclaim himself the ace back in Korakuen Hall February this year, the results have just not been put on the board. No championship reign to his name whatsoever, unlike his Reiwa Three Musketeer counterparts, if that is to be mentioned. Ren Narita, currently reigning as NJPW World Television Champion. Yota Tsuji, a former never openweight six-man tag team champion. Shota Umino, what does he have to show for? Nothing. And that does not mean that that time will never come, but it means promises were made that could not be maintained. They were made prematurely, so to speak. And Sonata knows a thing or two about that just the same, but paid out very well as World Heavyweight Champion, even if it is not so much as a critically acclaimed raid. We did see it yesterday. Sonata, Shota Umino go to battle for multiple minutes after the bell rang, signaling the end of yesterday's six-man tag team preview matchup back in in Tsubame. And test your might as the junior heavyweight champion. Never a bad idea to step outside your weight division. See how well your tactics fare against men the size of Shota Umino.
Startled, or he might have been passed out for a split second.
And it's Ninja Mac once again. Ninja chop off the top. And a standout in pro wrestling, Noah, former GHC junior heavyweight champion. It very well could not be enough to bring him a victory in Tag League here tonight, though. Hip takedown there. Oh, we've seen this so much throughout the series. Yo and Rocky Romero coming to blows. Robbie, you can really sense it. Mac's starting to find his rhythm here.
Yeah, I just don't know how much of that is performative and how much it's effective.
Ninja Mac, he's all about the fame.
He's got control right now, so I can't argue that.
As Mac now wants it, kick off the side, sweeps the leg, and Mac out on his feet anyway.
Like a cat. Thrust kick straight to the face on the floor. The whole ground that we have our feet planted on from our seats shook. Those mats on the outside, they do nothing.
No.
Just like the goggles. The goggles do nothing.
Oh, do they? Ninja Mac taking things to the top here. And wants to put down Yo for good. Earn 2 more points on the board. Kamikaze headbutt. Oh, and Mac feeling the effects of that as much as Yo is. Cover here for Mac. And it's 2.
Self-inflicted damage to try and get the victory for another cover.
Again, one more time, and it's not going to be enough.
I've seen Ninja Mac pull out some pretty good pinning combinations. I felt like he should have done something more than just a lateral press with the leg hook. He might have been able to put him away with that headbutt.
I mean, could it be the pressure? It's been an incredible rise for the velocities from the Australian independents to here in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but it's all about staying in New Japan Pro Wrestling. How do you do that? You put the points on the board.
Or you beat the tag team champions.
Oh, even better.
Prove yourself one way or another, boys.
Do not let the pressure eat at you, De Silva and London.
They got to know that it's not going to be easy. Kushida, top and innovator of the junior division as a whole.
Oh, wow. We're moving every which way. We're seeing double tonight.
Wow.
Shot right through. Nobody outruns the velocities. And right into Kushida the same. And Knight, wow, jumps right over to the outside.
Sending Kevin to the floor.
It's De Silva with the plancha.
Gets it that time, not able to withstand it.
London. Dude. Oh my gosh.
Excommunicado, he calls that, and it is game over.
The cover. No.
Walker, I have not seen many people kick out of that strike before. Direct to the back of the head. That is a knockout blow if I've ever seen one.
Somehow Kushida still finds himself alive and well. But less well than he's been in previous. We're going to see if the velocities can find a way to put this one to bed.
Combination that's won them a lot of matches around the world. The Jamais Vu.
Jamais Vu cover here and broken up. Wow, Knight in.
Just in the nick of time, Kevin was able to save Kushida.
Just knowing where you got to be. And that's the importance. That's the true skill to tag team wrestling.
And although this is a league match, Walker, Kevin's fighting like it's with the best part of the ring because he got straight to the red corner and tagged in TJP.
Yeah, TJP, Robbie X going at it one more time. These two men have done battle across the independent scene outside of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they bring it back here to the Cerulean Blue.
Smart. Ishimori was making himself loud and present, trying to get back into the ring, so TJP noticed him straight away, knocked him down before hitting what is a second half-hatch suplex. Yeah. Going for the third.
These half-hatches, calls it the hat trick. Gonna get 2 for 1 here is TJP.
That is the complete shot, if I'm not mistaken. I think Robbie X has something on his face. TJ is going to help him out and clean it a little bit. Face wash style.
And shouts out Shinjiro Otani as TJP drives the laces right over the skull of Eagle. Or rather X, sorry.
Hey, it ain't me in there, Walker. No. Don't do the same thing Gideon Gray did to me.
Confusing the Robbies?
Oh,
Lord.
I hate Gideon Gray so much.
Oh,
and Muay Thai goes for a second round. And this is just insult to injury at this point.
One more time. Oh, man. And a defiant shot right there from Robbie X, by the way. Threw the finger up at TJP on the inbound. And it wasn't enough to block that shot.
It's also not smart because it makes TJ hit you harder as he's coming forward.
Fans well on side here for catch 2-2 as the finger in the mouth of Robbie X.
Robbie X definitely been watching his Bullet Club mates House of Torture a little bit.
Yeah, right. As meeting in the middle here, and it is Robbie X set down hard.
Just when you thought Akira was down and out, Robbie X was positioned perfectly near the red corner. They were able to strike with double boots.
And TJ wants it. Mamba splash out of the way, and it's Taiji Ishimori back inside.